Hi there, it's the Zen Witch with another unboxing video, and this is an extra and special one because I'm dropping an Unboxing the Tarot video on a Friday instead of a Monday, in addition to your regular Oracle review video, which is also there today. But I am doing this one today because it's Valentine's Day, and what I'm looking at is the Lover's Path Tarot by Kris Waldherr. So because it's Valentine's Day, I thought I'd just give you a little extra video today. This is a deck that was given to me by a friend, and I've not really done anything at all with it, which you can probably tell by the fact that the box isn't taped up yet. I haven't had at it yet. So it's Lover's Path Tarot, published by U.S. Game Systems. And there is a Lover's Path website, loverspath.com. I did not go to look and see if it's still there. The design by Kris Waldherr, Art and Words, and there's actually an artandwords.com. Lover's Path Tarot, creator of the Goddess Tarot. I have reviewed the Pocket Goddess Tarot just a couple of weeks ago, so you might want to look at that. The Lover's Path Tarot features classic love stories and myths from around the world, and creator Kris Waldherr's beautifully amorous paintings of inspiring lovers, such as Cleopatra and Caesar, Arthur and Guinevere, and Cupid and Psyche. Whether seeking to improve and expand upon a love relationship with one's partner or oneself, the Lover's Path Tarot offers a sumptuously romantic and transcendent tool for individual growth and understanding. So very interesting, includes 78 cards with instruction booklet. There's a picture of Grace on the back, Dante and Beatrice. So let's get in. It's a chunky deck. I don't know that I have any other decks that are quite this size. They are nearly square. You know, cut off like that much of it and you've got absolutely square cards. So it's a blocky handful of a deck. There's the little white book, the Lover's Path Tarot. Let's look at the copyright date first real quick, if the book will let me. 2004. All right, the Lover's Path Tarot by Kris Waldherr, U.S. Games, blah, blah, blah. And then we have the title card. I'll call that the title card. I guess this would be an intro card. I do appreciate decks that do this, that have a title card like this, and then they'll have a descriptive card. But the fact that there's two of them gives you two handy cards to block your deck with. So I'm a fan. Lover's Path Tarot by Kris Waldherr, the creator of the much-loved Goddess Tarot, displays her artistic and writing talents once again with the Lover's Path Tarot. Kris Waldherr, I'm assuming it's pronounced Walter, Waldherr. I don't think it's Waldherr. Anyway, Kris Waldherr narrates classic love stories from myths from around the world while depicting the inspiring lovers as traditional tarot archetypes. Her beautifully intimate paintings depict famous lovers such as Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Caesar, Arthur and Guinevere, and Cupid and Psyche. Whether seeking to improve and expand upon a love relationship or yearning to nurture the relationship with oneself, the Lover's Path Tarot offers a sumptuously romantic and transcendent tool for individual growth and understanding. Kind of exactly the same thing it said on the side here, a little more condensed on the side. Its message is that all love relationships mirror our relationship with ourselves. That's very good. The Lover's Path Tarot takes its users on a journey where emotional and spiritual wisdom is gained by daring to love one another. So I love the premise. It's an excellent premise. I would have to say I have not done anything with this deck. I've not done any personal readings with this deck. I just kind of, acquired it as a gift and it got sort of parked on the shelf. So looking at the first one there, Tamino and Pamina, Innocence. I'm not familiar with that particular couple, and I want to make sure it's Tamino instead of Yamino. No, Tamino and Pamina. Ah, it's from the Magic Flute. So you see. Then we have number one card is Magic. So we have titles for the cards that are not the standard of the tarot so far. And then we have also the names of the couple. So we have Innocence, then we have Magic for the Magician, and we have Merlin and Vivian. Focus. You can do it. See, that camera wants me to get really close before it focuses. Anyway, Merlin and Vivienne. Fertility, Cleopatra and Caesar. I like the way they're depicted. I really do. Look at all the kitties. Oh, okay. Power for the Emperor card is Arthur and Guinevere. Tradition, Romeo and Juliet. So the Hierophant is tradition. I like that. I look at the Hierophant as dogma. You know, dogma is the negative extreme of tradition. It is tradition that is no longer questioned and is, you know, it is unquestionable. You're not allowed to question it. But tradition is a very positive form of that word. And then we have wisdom, Scheherazade and Shahryar. So Shahryar must have been the king that she was telling her stories to. The love card, Isis and Osiris. Ah, lovely. Desire is Tristan and Isolde. I love her style. She's got that very classic illustrative style. It's beautiful. Strength is Brunhilde and Siegfried. Contemplation, Abelard and Eloise. Contemplation's got to be the hermit. And then fortune, Danae and Zeus. A lot of these stories I do not know. Justice is Penelope and Odysseus. Sacrifice is Orpheus and Eurydice. Transformation, Persephone and Pluto. So instead of death, we have transformation in that classic story of Hades and Persephone. It should be, okay, Persephone, it should either be Demeter and, oh no, okay, wait a minute, I'm confused there. I'm thinking Persephone is Greek. Maybe Persephone is the Roman. I have to trust the author here, I guess. Who am I to doubt? All right, wait. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's go back to transformation. Yeah, Persephone and Pluto. So Demeter and Hades are the Greek names, and Pluto and Persephone. For some reason, I was thinking Persephone was Greek. Okay, Venus and Vulcan is balance. Paolo and Francesca is temptation. Dido and Aeneas is oppression. Dante and Beatrice is grace. Illusion is Ivan and Odette. Swan Princess. Hey, that's kind of a weird, very strange image there. Okay. Awakening is Cupid and Psyche. Judgment is Tannhauser and Elizabeth. Triumph is Dionysus and Ariadne. And now we're into the suits. The Ace of Staves. And so we're out now of relationships. So only the major arcana have the relationships. Let's look and see what the intro to the minors says. So each of the suits has a specific relationship, kind of like with her goddess deck. I did the pocket version of it, but in her goddess deck, she has the goddesses that are in the major arcana, but then each one of the minor arcana suits is the path or the story of one of those goddesses. So there are 4 that show up again in the minor arcana. So she's doing the same thing here. The suit of cups, let me get the suits in the right order here for you. So we start with the suit of cups. And the suit of cups, the lovers are Tristan and Isolde. In the lover's path tarot, the suit of cups represents the path of emotion. It is associated with Tristan and Isolde, represented upon desire, the 7 card. The 8th of the 22 major arcana cards. The story of Tristan and Isolde presents a heady example of lives ruled by extreme emotions such as love, desire, sorrow, yearning, and anger. So this whole suit will be focusing on Tristan and Isolde. And their story now, looking at the Ace of Cups, I'm just looking to see how it sort of illustrates the story and whether she specifically references that story. Let's go back to the 7 card. So the 7 card is desire. And the story encapsulated here says, without family of his own, Tristan pledged his loyalty to King Mark of Cornwall, who loved and cared for Tristan as his own son. Through irreversible twists of fate, and despite devotion to Mark, Tristan fell helplessly in love with Mark's bride, Isolde, and she with him. So there was a book that I read a long time ago called The White Raven, and it was a dramatic telling of that story. And they drink a love potion on the boat. Tristan is sent over to retrieve Isolde from Ireland, and to bring her over to be Mark's bride. And there's a love potion that was put in her things because her mother, I think it was, really wanted her to be in love with her husband and not suffer trauma on her wedding night. So she gave her this love potion so she and Mark would fall in love. But they end up drinking it on the boat and falling hopelessly in love. So yes, through no choices of their own. Okay, the 2, the 3, 4, the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 7. Very beautiful and interesting image there. Look at the face coming up next to her. I want to look that one up. Hold up. 7 of Cups, keywords: choices, indecisiveness, and fantasy. Those are like 3 succinct, to the point, very appropriate keywords for the 7 of Cups. I like the way she does this. I like her writing. I liked her writing in The Pocket Goddess too. So overindulging in thoughts of what the future may bring, daydreams, a decision must be made in order to move forward and rejoin the world. Good meanings. I like the way she writes. Whoa, come back, y'all. Almost threw that in the fire. 8 of Cups. Leave takings, disillusionment, transitions. 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. And I think this would be a really good deck to do readings about relationships. And then we have names on the court cards. So in this book that I read, the woman's name was Branwen, which means white raven. They have Bragwin here. Let's see what they say. Princess of Cups, gentleness, intuition, and invitation, loyalty. It doesn't really say anything about her, per se. But Isolde Bragwin. So who is she if Tristan... And then there's Tristan. And Isolde is the queen. I think Branwen in that book might have been like the servant girl or somebody that went with them. I'm trying to remember. I'd like to get a hold of that book. I think it might have been Diana Paxson. I can't remember who wrote it. Tristan, Isolde, and Mark. King Mark. All right. Then we go from cups to staves. So back here. Ace of Staves, 2, 3. Let's look at this. So this is Siegfried and Brunhilde. The action-packed suit of staves arrives after the mysterious realm of emotions explored within the suit of cups. The Lover's Path Tarot. In the Lover's Path Tarot, the suit of staves is associated with Brunhilde and Siegfried, represented upon the Strength card, the 9th of the 22 major arcana. The story of Brunhilde and Siegfried shows how the force of love can spur us to great deeds, making us strong where we once were weak. So let's look at the encapsulation of that story. Shall we? If the book will let me turn the pages. Strength, Siegfried and Brunhilde. Though Valkyrie Brunhilde was the favorite child of her father Wotan, divine ruler of the gods and goddesses, Brunhilde angered Wotan by betraying him when she was moved by mortal Sigmund's story of love. For the first time, she understood the power of love, which made her strong enough to go against her father's will. She agreed to help Sigmund. Oh, this is Sigmund's story, not Siegfried, Sigmund. Though Wotan had ordered her not to, this led to Brunhilde finding her own true love with Siegfried, the son of Sigmund. Okay, so there we go. Siegfried and Brunhilde. 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, dragons, 8, Ooh, I like the birds on there. 9. 10 of staves. The prince, no, the princess. All right. The princess is Brunhilde. So in the last suit in the cups, Isolde was the queen. Now the woman of the pair is the princess, Brunhilde, and Siegfried is the prince. And we have Fricka is the queen and Wotan is the king. So interesting. So it's not, consistent across the board who is who in the relationship when it comes to the court cards. All right, let's go to the arrows now. So we don't have blades, we have arrows, like Cupid's arrow. That's pretty cool. Cupid and Psyche are the couple. And which card are they? They are, okay. Let's find them here. Judgment. Cupid and Psyche. Awakening. So they are the actual, the Sun card. Cupid and Psyche are the Sun card. All right. The suit of arrows. Lovers Cupid and Psyche, just as fire associated with the preceding suit of staves burns us to take action in our lives, arrows prick our consciousness into awakening. So this is kind of confusing to me because I consider arrows and staves as sort of the same suit. I think of arrows as a form of wand or rod or spear, or which are usually under the suit of staves or wands. Okay, in the Lover's Path Tarot, the suit of arrows is associated with Cupid and Psyche, represented upon awakening, which is the Sun card. The myth of Cupid and Psyche depicts how love grants wisdom. Love transforms us just as Cupid's magical arrows transforms. Cupid's magical arrow transforms all who are struck by them. So we've got grammar here. Just as Cupid's magical arrows transform all who are struck by them. Okay, so the Cupid and Psyche. Venus was jealous of Psyche's outstanding beauty. She instructed her son Cupid to pierce Psyche with his arrow, so she would foolishly love the first creature she saw. So she was jealous of Psyche's beauty, so she said, shoot her so she'll fall in love with whoever she sees first. But Cupid loved Psyche. He rescued her and secretly took her as his bride. Psyche burned Cupid by accident when she tried to see him by lamplight, and the angered god flew away. Venus put forth many trials to Psyche when she pleaded for her forgiveness. Cupid and Psyche were soon rejoined, awakened to the preciousness of their love by its testing. Okay. Arrows. Ace. 2. Looks like he just done shot her. 3. Or maybe he didn't shoot her because he was in love with her. 3 of arrows. 4. The 5. 6. 7. Again, loving the art. 8. 9. 10. And then we have Cupid as the prince, Psyche as the princess, Venus as the queen, and Adonis as the king. So he who has not been mentioned once before pops up. All right. Then we have coins. All right. The Ace of Coins. All right. The suit of coins. Danae and Zeus. And they are the number 10 card. Okay. The suit of coins coins symbolize the best the world can offer us, which can only be manifested by undergoing the 3 preceding suits of cups, staves, and arrows. In the Lover's Path Tarot, the suit of coins are associated with Danae and Zeus, represented upon fortune, the 11th of the 22 major arcana cards. The myth of Danae was considered during the Italian Renaissance to be a metaphor for the courtesan, a woman much like a geisha who was able to create her own independent fortune by accepting coin for conversation and affection. Danae's journey as she grows from an innocent princess to the wealthy, respected mother of a hero depicts the power of the suit of coins to transform lives. Now, going back to their card, King Acrisius had a daughter named Danae, a princess with a curse, for upon her birth it was predicted that one of the princess's offspring would kill the king. When Danae came of age, the king walled her within a tower made of bronze. Despite this, Danae was loved by Zeus, and together they had a son named Perseus. Perseus grew into a strong man, and after many adventures he did slay Acrisius, a just punishment for treating his only daughter so cruelly. Okay. Ace of coins, 2 of coins, 3, 4, 5. There's her running away with her baby. 6, 7, 8. The imagery definitely harkens back to the standard tarot, so that's nice. 9. This just has added extras in it. 10. Okay, the princess is Danae. Perseus is the prince. Hera is the queen, and Zeus is the king. So, okay. So, yes, Perseus is the son, but Perseus is the king, is the prince, and Zeus is the king. All right, I get it. Cool. All right. So let's take a second and see how they shuffle. With difficulty is my slightly educated guess here. Yeah. Ooh, wow. Those don't even bend, so no fun there. No joy for me. Let's just do it this way. And it's even pretty chunky to cut this way. I'm going to do it because I'm stubborn, and something already fell out because it's hard to do. So I'm going to shuffle these up because you know they're all in sequence. I haven't gotten to. And then we'll see who comes up on top to give us a message here. Give a message for my viewers. Let's take you. Fortune, Danae. Okay, so the ones I was just looking at. So let's look at, this is the major arcana card of Fortune. And let's read the meanings. So after reading, the Wheel of Fortune, Lovers, Danae, and Zeus, the keywords are chance, fate, expansion, and prosperity, and then the little bit of story about them, we have very little in the way of meanings. But then again, Kris Waldherr seems to be really, really good at just picking out the pith of the meanings here. So meanings here, and fortune, of course, that's going to be the Wheel of Fortune, positive fate, the generosity of the universe, the ability to be open to abundance, awareness of beauty and love. Reversed, uncomfortable feelings or disappointing experiences with chance, feeling ignored by fortune. When will it be your turn? So she really does, again, boil down the cards to the essence of their meaning. But then there's a lot with the couples. There's a lot extra there that you could go with. Let's do one more here. I'd like to get a minor. Pardonnez-moi. Oh. I'd like to get a minor coming out. So let's do a cut shuffle here, and then I'm going to cut the deck and see if we get a minor. And we don't. We get another major. Paolo and Francesca, Temptation. So let's look at that, and then I will find another minor. Temptation, this is the Devil. Paolo and Francesca. Keywords are inner turmoil and obsession. Good keywords for the Devil card. Francesca de Polenta of Ravenna was married to Giovanni Malatesta to strengthen their family's political bonds, but there was one problem. Francesca loved Giovanni's brother, the handsome Paolo. Tempted by love, Francesca and Paolo's story could only end in sorrow. These true events inspired the poet Dante, who had a vision of Paolo tenderly embracing Francesca to protect her against the forces swirling about them in Hades. Dante retold their sad story in his Inferno, the first book of the Divine Comedy. So this was actually a real relationship. The meanings: tempted by forces one cannot control, obsession in the form of envy, sensual desires, the need to be controlling. Reversed is freedom from temptation, experiencing the envy of others, so something coming at you, transforming a weakness into a strength. I like that. I like that the reverse, that the upright is feeling envy and feeling a need to control, and being obsessed. And the reverse is that coming at you, that kind of envy and jealousy and obsession coming at you. That's pretty cool. All right, one more cut for a minor. Please give me a minor. Okay, 3 of arrows. Let's see what that says. All right. Loss, sorrow, oversensitivity. So think about the 3 of swords, piercing a heart, and that's what it shows here with the arrows. So they're blades of sword, you know. Sharp pain to the heart, disappointment, end of a love relationship, separation, sorrow that can enlighten or debilitate, time for healing, the need to transform grief into understanding. Reversed, overindulging in grief for the sake of drama, slow easing of sorrow. So it's kind of like grief that's been stuck or grief that is being used as a manipulative tool. So I would say I love her writing. I love her artwork. I'm going to tape up this box because that means it's really mine, right? I'm looking to see what else we have here. Let's look at after the... Oh, my candle just went out. So using the Lover's Path Tarot, choose a card, have a conversation. Another useful technique is to have a conversation with the cards. Just as you would speak with a friend to clarify an issue, tarot cards can be used in a similar back and forth manner. This exercise is also helpful in building a relationship with the Lover's Path Tarot. Shuffle the deck while you consider your issue at hand. When you're ready to begin your conversation, start by posing a single question. Your question may be as simple as is it in my best interest to go on a vacation with this person, or as complex as what is the purpose of my life? Then randomly choose one card in answer to your query. Depending on the card chosen in reply, new questions may arise. As you would in a conversation, continue to choose cards until a satisfying closure has been achieved. I like that. I like that concept of conversation. And then she talks about some spreads. There's a relationship cross. There are cards to be read together. Okay. Oh, I see. So you do like, you read the 1 and the 2 together, and then you read the 2 and the 3 together. And then you do, let's see. You need to examine cards through 13 through 11, which represent the past. Cards 1 through 3, the present. 5 to 7, the other person in the situation. 8 to 10, the future as it may play out. And the 4 card in the middle offers an overview for the entire reading. So you lay them out like this, but you read them like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you do these 2 together, and then you do these 2 together. A little confusing there, but it's worth a try. It's certainly worth a try. And then she talks at the end about using it as a tool for meditation. Lover's Path spread. And she denotes, so in this Lover's Path spread, she denotes that some are major and some are minor. So 1 and 2 are minor, 3 and 4 are minor, 5 and 6 are minor, 7 and 8 minor, 9 is a major, 10 is a major. So all of these pairs along the bottom are minors, and then there are majors at the top. That's a cool concept for a spread. It is a very cool concept. I think I will definitely try that out. But for now, this has even been a longer video than my other long videos, but it went by so fast. So I hope it goes by fast for you. I hope you like my channel. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I hope you set your notifications so you know when videos are coming up. I hope you enjoyed getting a surprise second video today for Valentine's Day. I hope that you have a wonderful day planned with delicious food and somebody you love and lots of chocolate. Everybody deserves chocolate on Valentine's Day, whether you're in a relationship or not. So thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next Monday with another tarot unboxing. And we'll hang out again. You know, I miss you. We got to hang out. Come on, we'll have a cocktail. Anyway, thanks, you guys. Thanks for putting up with me. I'll see you next time. This has been the Zen Witch. Blessed be.